Have you ever wondered what the cost of living is in the Silicon Valley versus the rest of the Bay Area? In this video, I'm going to go over the pros and cons of living in the Silicon Valley versus Contra Costa County and what you can expect to pay for a home as well as in monthly expenses. Make sure to stay till the end because I've got a bonus nugget that I think you're going to really enjoy. Hey guys, this is Rachel Capel here with Keller Williams in the East Bay. If you want to know all things San Francisco Bay Area related, this is the channel for you, so hit that subscribe button down below so you can get notified each week when we have a new video. Alright, so let's get to the video. Cost of living in the Silicon Valley versus Contra Costa County and the pros and cons. Okay, so let's get straight to the cons. Silicon Valley, it's going to be more expensive than pretty much anywhere else in the United States. Everybody knows that, it's expensive. Secondly, you're going to have longer commute times and it's going to be a pain in the butt with traffic. Okay, those are the cons. Those are the primary cons. All right, so the pros of Silicon Valley. Obviously, it's the heart of the technology sector. So you're going to have great collaboration here. It's going to be where all the networking is for technology. There's going to be a lot of really great opportunity here. Super multicultural, you know, there's just great collaborations here, lots and lots of like educational stuff. It's really positive for that tech vibe. Great weather, great shopping, and some cool outside activities. But primarily Silicon Valley is going to be known for that collaboration of technology and getting in collaboration with other like-minded people and multicultural. It's going to be the hub of technology. So you kind of have to pay for it to be here. So let's do a quick screen share of some websites that I really think that you'll enjoy that can kind of show you exactly how Silicon Valley compares to the rest of the country and what you can expect. Okay, so I love this website, bestplaces.net, just to kind of compare and contrast different areas and counties and cities. And you can see here Santa Clara, average median home price is 1.2 million, median income is 93, so that's a really great thing. You're going to have higher incomes in this area, but again, the houses are going to be high as well. It kind of gives you an overall view of the city you're looking at. I also love this too, niche.com. Obviously you can see Santa Clara County has an A+. It's A's for everything except for housing, which is really expensive, but B+ for jobs, and you get paid to hopefully afford that house. So cost of living comparison, we just chose Walnut Creek here versus Santa Clara, and as you can see, Walnut Creek is lower, obviously, and we'll go into that next in comparison to the Santa Clara County, Santa Clara area. So this is really cool. You can kind of look at the cost of living, expense details, and dive in more deeply here, as well as on this site, which is called Numbeo. It kind of gives you an example of what it would cost to spend on a meal at a restaurant, all the way down to transportation, utilities, sports and leisure, and childcare. So it can kind of help you compare and contrast you know, different areas. But basically Santa Clara is definitely higher than the average in the entire United States, and even in comparison to the East Bay and Contra Costa counties, which we'll dive into next. Okay, so now on to Contra Costa's pros and cons. So as you probably know, biggest con here is it's expensive in comparison to the rest of the country. That's not a big question mark. You know, we're gonna have that all over the board in Northern California. So it's expensive and you're gonna have longer commute times. There's gonna be lots of traffic to neighboring cities, and it's just gonna be pricey. Now on to the pros of Contra Costa versus Silicon Valley. So one awesome thing that we kind of touched on in the last screen share was that it's more affordable than Silicon Valley. We have a great economy prior to COVID-19. I think things are gonna shake out now, but you know, we're more affordable and we have a great economy. There's a ton of outdoor activities to do here. We've got more mountains and hikes and places to go, I feel like, than Silicon Valley. And our weather is awesome and the shopping is great. I mean, these are kind of on par with each other for both, but the biggest draw here is that it is more affordable than the Silicon Valley. Let's dive into a quick screen share to go over a comparison of living in Contra Costa versus Silicon Valley. Okay, so comparing Contra Costa County to Santa Clara County, niche.com gives it an A as well. Only bad grade here is housing, which is obviously expensive, and B for jobs. Now that's going to be affected too from COVID-19, but this is what our overall general score is. Now heading over to Contra Costa County for bestplaces.net. Now you can see the median home price here is $620, but that's a compilation of cities, so that more in-demand cities are going to be higher, but still on average they will be lower than Santa Clara County, Silicon Valley's 1.2 price point. Salary.com, you can see the cost of living here. We chose Walnut Creek to compare versus Santa Clara, and you can see overall cost of living is a good 10% lower than Santa Clara. So it is pretty clear that living in the Contra Costa County area is going to be cheaper than living in Santa Clara. And you can even take a look at this tab here that goes over the expenses. You've got energy is pretty similar. It looks like food is a little bit higher in Walnut Creek, healthcare as well, but as far as housing, you're at 42% and it's 53% over in Santa Clara, so it's going to be more pricey there. So you'll pay a little bit different, but your major expense, which is housing, is going to be more affordable in the Contra Costa area, specifically in Walnut Creek, California. Now we also did Walnut Creek for Numbeo for expenses, for restaurants and grocery shopping, transportation. This can show you exactly how much you can expect to pay in childcare and gym, utilities, and all that good stuff. So overall, as you can see, it's going to be more affordable in Walnut Creek, Contra Costa County area versus Santa Clara, Silicon Valley. And now for my little bonus nugget. We've been seeing activity from Silicon Valley transfer over to the East Bay for a while now. I think people are starting to realize it's really expensive and they can have houses here that are more affordable with a little bit more of a commute. So what I think is happening is that since COVID-19 hit, people are realizing, employers are realizing, well, we might not have to have people in the office all the time. So I think, and what I've been seeing with housing prices go up and being such a hot market, is people are coming from like San Francisco area to the Contra Costa area and Silicon Valley area over to towns like San Juan, Pleasanton, Walnut Creek, Pleasant Hill, Martinez, because they know that they can commute to Silicon Valley or San Francisco pretty easily. And now with COVID-19 and being able to telecommute, they don't have to commute as much. So they're coming this way and they're getting more affordable housing versus in those two areas, Silicon Valley and San Francisco. So I think what we're going to start seeing is a trend of people kind of moving out this way, and it's going to drive prices up, but it's going to be great for us, and it's also going to be great for people buying here because it's going to be more affordable, and you'll still be able to have those jobs and those salaries. So that's my little nugget. I think that's what's going to happen. If you want more information, I'm happy to chat more and tell you about what I've experienced and what I've been seeing and how real estate is going in this area. But I think it's definitely an option for those people that cannot afford the Silicon Valley and San Francisco. Heading over to the East Bay, Contra Costa County, it's amazing here. I love it. I've lived here for a really long time, but just something to take into consideration. Also going to be doing more videos on each specific town, so you can check out the video on Walnut Creek that I did here and keep posted, because I'm going to do one for each individual city versus Silicon Valley, so you can know more about each town and what it looks like to live here and the expenses and how much housing is. We have a ton of information on the Silicon Valley versus the East Bay, Contra Costa County. If you want to learn more, check out these videos above. Thanks so much for watching. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. If you've got questions, just reach out. We got you covered when learning about the San Francisco Bay Area. In the meantime, have a great week. Thanks again. Bye.